how I started CEFA is a long story. I was brought up in Montreal in Canada, and I traveled all over the world. I became a teacher abroad, and when I came back to Vancouver to live, I saw that how I was taught the junior kindergarten methodology that was applied in most countries around the world was not applied in Canada. And having worked with young children of that age and having taught them to read and to write and all the academics, it was really hard to just ignore that and go back to only just play. But I did learn a lot from the Canadian system. I like how children are taken greatly into consideration, that the way they're stimulated or the way the interests are presented to them is based on their interests, and they are at the forefront of their own education. So I guess I started merging the two, and since I didn't find the ideal place to teach that way, I decided, well, why not just open my own school and teach it myself? So there started a school in West Vancouver. Was the first school. I looked and looked for 2 years for the perfect spot to open a school. It was very difficult. I had to learn a lot of things that I wasn't familiar with as far as, business and licensing and all kinds of things. But in the end, we opened CEFA West Vancouver. I had to train the teachers at the time. I remember one by one going in the classrooms, taking several months to teach them and show them how to teach children without getting in the way of their play. And so that's how it happened. It was a lot of work, but we ended up with an incredible team of teachers who I'm happy to say are still with me today, almost 15 years later. And we developed the program even more than I had ever imagined we could. So that's how the first CEFA was born. Now, after that, many of the parents whose children had attended CEFA and many of the teachers who were teaching with me for years said, we should really have other schools like this because look at the impact it has on the children. So we just went with our second school. The second school was open in Burnaby, and it's owned to this day by one of our parents from CEFA West Vancouver and one of the teachers who got together, partnered up, and opened this wonderful school in Burnaby. And it was such a wonderful experience to work with them. Today they have 2 schools. They're looking for a 3rd school. And it was wonderful to see that many more children were, being part of the CEFA community. And so one school led to another school and then to another school. And what's great about our schools is that they're all owned by parents whose children attended CEFA and by teachers of CEFA who said, let's do this. And so slowly we're building this community of people who want to provide this incredible environment for children. And I never could have imagined that. And it's a great, great story that I love to tell.